What's up, guys? I'm sorry I'm late. I had some things going on here at TackleFreaks.com. Got a pretty good show for you tonight. We're going to talk underspins and scrounger heads. I've also got a couple cool things to show everybody, and a nice little announcement that's going to really help this page and channel grow here in the future. What's going on, Chad Porter? What's up, Kane? Hey, what's up, Steve? What's up, Brad? Got a lot of cool new products to show y'all, stuff that's going to be coming up on the website this week. What's up, Taylor? Plus a lot of stuff that's on the website currently. I'm going to give y'all some tips on scroungers and underspins. But first I got to make a little announcement. If you saw my post yesterday while I was at ACS Marine over in Paris, Tennessee, no, I did not buy a boat yet. However, I am going to be working with ACS Marine from now to the rest of the year. I'm really going to help them on social media. I'm going to try to help them sell some boats. I'm going to work with them really close, and they're going to let me use a little boat while I do some stuff for them. So I'm really appreciative of ACS Marine. Jake Lawrence is a great dude, runs a great shop. Austin Stutz, they're taking care of me. They're not giving me a brand new boat, guys. I don't want that to be wrong, and they're not really giving me a boat. They're going to help me out a little bit, and in return I'm going to help them. So do me a favor, if you haven't, make sure you go like ACS Marine's Facebook page. Also go look at ACS Marine's Instagram. I'm going to help them out, do a lot of photos and on the water stuff, and you'll see me posting a lot of their boats for sale or whatnot. But really appreciate Jake and Austin helping me out like that. You know, it's been a while since I had a boat, and we'll see where it goes. Definitely going to film some videos, but it's all boat stuff, no tackle. You know, TackleFreaks.com, Kentucky Lake Outdoors, that's where you're going to get your tackle. But if you need to buy a boat, you're looking at a new Phoenix, War Eagle, or Crestliner, make sure you pay attention. Go send Jake and those guys a message. They'll take care of you. I got some awesome aluminum boats. But anyway, guys, I want to also get started. We got some new stuff before we get into swim bait and underspins. A lot of guys have been asking about these right here. These are the Lew's Speed Spool paddles for your reels. That way you've got a, if you like the wind grip stuff, you want the whole wind paddle. I just got some in. I'll be putting them on the website in the morning. I've got red, orange, and blue. And you can put those on your Lew's reels if you want to. Guys, do me a favor. As always, like this video. Share it on your page. Share it in a group. I know I see a lot of these videos being shared in bass fishing groups and stuff. Let's make sure we get some guys educated on this stuff. I'm really excited to show you these new baits from Sixpence. I appreciate it, Chris. I'll just be honest, I'm not going to talk about it tonight. I've been trying to put it behind me. Thoughts and prayers are with all the people there at Marshall County High School, friends, family, kids, and mad respect. Been praying a lot for them, but I'm going to try to, you got to move on, and you can't let the bad guys win. The best way for me to cope is to talk baits, and I know a lot of those kids on the fishing team would love to be talking fishing right now, so that's what we're going to do. But anyway, give it a share if you haven't. Share it to some of your favorite fishing groups on Facebook, and I'm going to show you some new baits from Sixpence right now. The first is the new Thud 70, and this is a lipless bait. So if you like the one knocker, this is the Thud 70. This is a really crazy color. This is they call this electric reaction. So you've got like a violet and chrome chartreuse belly, but you'll see it's kind of like a one knocker, and they call that the Thud. It's got triple grip hooks on it, which is awesome. They got some amazing colors, and you'll see all these colors tomorrow on the website. They just come in this afternoon, so I hadn't had time to load them up on there. But that's the Thud 70. I guess what I'm even more excited for is the Thud 80, and this color I'm fixing to show you is absolutely awesome. And I know a lot of guys last year asked for 6-cent stuff, and we got it. I will have the deep cranks coming too in about a month or so. This is the Quake Thud 80. Look at this bad dude right here. This one's 3/4 ounce. Now, dude, that is a color. If you're a Clemson Tiger fan, I know you're going to want that right there. But that's going to catch them, Clemson or not. I seen this from iCast. Casey showed it to me. I said, dude, I got to have those. I've got to have those. Got them in the 80. I've got this in another bait that I'm fixing to show you as well. But they call that color right there Jungle Rose. And you can, that's a really loud bait. But it's got that big knocking tungsten that everybody wants. I believe I'm going to have me some of those. I've thrown this trap before in the regular 6-cent Quake. I really like it. Let's see here. This is the regular Quake right here. This color is Tiger Truce. You know, you got to get those reds and oranges and yellows for the spring. But see, the normal Quake, you really have that loud rattling sound, and that's the Quake 70. The rattling, the Thud is the one with the one knocker. I'll have these up on the website tomorrow. There's always a few colors of Quakes on there, but I got a bunch of new cool colors coming in. What's up, Kyle? And then I got a couple other new baits. Let me get this one back in the box. Let's say that color again, my buddy. Which one? The Jungle Rose, Josh? There's this one. I'll get you that other one. I'll pull it right back out there. If I can get this one back in the package. My goodness. Woo! JoJo Norwood. I got a color just for you, JoJo. All right, here you go, Josh. This is Jungle Rose. So you've basically got your Clemson orange and your little purple there, and it actually turns out to be a pretty badass color. Guys, if y'all don't know the story behind 6 Cents Custom Lures, it's pretty awesome. So Casey, the owner, was a college angler, and long story short, he was making this stuff right here and custom painting the crankbaits and selling them on eBay, and they were so awesome. He was getting like $100 or more for them, and eventually he just took all his money and started 6 Cents. And man, I'm telling you guys, in Texas, this is all guys are throwing. They just throw rattle traps and 6 Cents all the time. But man, their paint jobs for a stock paint job, dude, they have some of the best you'll ever see. This is a new bait also. If y'all like the 50X square bill from 6 Cents, they decided to make a 100X, which is a little bit bigger, the 2.5 size. And this is a new color right here. This is called Backwaters Bluegill. Guys, if y'all love bluegill pattern crankbaits, this one right here is all for you. Got that nice 2.5 styling. It's famous from the Lucky Crafts. It has just a little rattle, but it's not loud at all. I mean, but this is a badass looking bluegill pattern. That is backwater bluegill right there. I'm gonna have me some of those. I mean, that's just good looking. And then they've got a new crankbait out. If you're a fan of the Wigglewort rock crawler style baits, I really like this bait a lot. I've not thrown it. My buddy Ben Milliken, he's told me this is a really good bait. Ben's a really good dude. And this is the new 6 Cents Curve 55, and this color here is PB&J crawfish. You see, it's got that Phantom Wigglewort style. That's an awesome looking color right there. Very Wigglewortish, but what I like about them is they basically took and made their own design instead of just trying to copy a Wigglewort and call it their own stuff, which unfortunately a lot of people do that in the fishing industry. But this paint job is amazing. I've got the curves in stock, and they'll be up there The reason they call it the curve is it's got a tight wobble, but it will kind of S through there. So that right there is the new curve from Sixpence. So got one more thing to address before we go into our underspin stuff. This guy right here, this is the Babe. If you haven't seen the Babe or thrown the Babe, you better get on tacklefreaks.com tonight at 9 o'clock. Taylor, it goes, according to the package, 5 to 9 feet. So that's an odd number. I'll say it definitely goes 6 to 8 feet. So the Babe is going back for pre-order. Everybody's been asking when we're going to get more. We'll have the harness version and the non-harness version available on the website for pre-order at 9 o'clock. Going to do it for a week. If you don't get a pre-order in, I cannot guarantee you'll get any baits. I'm just going to be honest. So, and we'll do another run of baits probably around March, maybe 1st of April. But you better get the Babe if you want any. I'll have the harness version and the non-harness available. What's up, old Dustin Connell? Dustin Connell, my hammer, he likes them 6 cents baits. I can tell you that. Hopefully Dustin will hang out with me at ICAST this year. Will they be poured before and shipped out before the beginning of March? Yes, we're looking at two to 3 weeks turnaround, Cody. As soon as Ryan gets back from the FLW event, they're going to get on it. So if you make a pre-order on the Babe, it's not going to be a long 2-month turnaround this time. So anyway, let's talk about one of my favorite things, which is Scroungers and also Underspins. I wish old DC would get on here and talk. Let me see. I don't know if I can get old DC on here. So I'm not an expert on some of the Scrounger stuff, but I do like the Underspin pretty well and some things that's worked for me. So if anybody has anything to add, I would absolutely appreciate it. So I'm going to start off with Scrounger stuff. And very simple. If you don't know what a Scrounger is, I'm about to get one out for you. I'm getting this out of my personal box. If you don't know what a Scrounger is, it's this little bait, this thing right here. Whoever Mark Henderson is, buddy, I like you a lot, but there's no reason to private message me in the middle of this video and comment. You can comment right up here. Do you decide tomato to fruit or vegetable, Dustin? So this is a Scrounger. John, you're going to have to pre-order off the website. I'm sorry, I can't. I'm not going to take pre-orders on a piece of paper. You're going to have to get on the website. That way I can get a 100% honest track. So this is a Scrounger head, and believe it or not, these did not originate by Jason Lambert and Jerky J. Aaron Martins is really the first guy to throw these, and much smaller size is what Aaron used. Davis Bait Company and actually Aaron's company Scrounger were the first to really do this on a lot smaller version. But see, this little plastic bill actually acts as a weed guard quite a bit. What's up, Adam? And you've got this jig head like so. My favorite way to rig that big one is with a magnum size fluke, and then this is the new birthday cake color. And I'll just take this thing and I'll run it through the back of the bait and push its head right up on the lead like so. And that's actually one of my favorite baits to put on those big oversized Scroungers, and that's just a magnum size super fluke. Now this particular one is made by Jinko. This is the Tennessee tackle one, but I got one I really like I'm fixing to show you as well. This right here is the Hog Farmer Hog Wobbler. What's up, Tony? What weight heads do you have? Ronnie, in those on tacklefreaks.com, I have half, 3/4, 1 ounce, and 1.5. And now I want to show you the Hog Farmer Hog Wobble. So these come in a package like this. Scott Schwacker, it actually takes, with the Hog Farmer, it's got a little keeper out here, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh, there's my bill. All you've got to do is wet your bill. You see, you place this over the eye, and I'll flip it upside down and just push, and there's your scrounger. You just turn it all the way around. Sometimes I can't do it right. And you just pop it back, and you're ready to roll. And that is the Hog Farmer Hog Wobble. That's awesome. Yeah, Lance, you definitely got to try them. They work really good in shallow water too. You don't have to throw these big scroungers out in deep. Some 1/4 ounce 3/8. I put small flukes on them. I've done really well in some shallow water. Great on spinning rod around a brush pond. So another bait that's very similar to the Jerky J is this right here. This is from, and I'll rig one up. This is from Scottsboro Tackle Company. This is the Snapper Shed, STC Snapper Shed. This color is natural light. Basically, do the same thing like I did that fluke. To rig this thing up, just push this right down the middle. Come out the back. See, this one's got a keeper. And you just push that bad boy up on the shank of that hook. And that's your STC Snapper Shed. And look at this little tail going back and forth. So this is going to make a big roll and really whip that tail. I've got several colors of these Snapper Shads on TackleFreaks.com right now. The bill is too flimsy. You hit a rock or limb. If you hit a rock or limb, that Hog Farmer bill flips over. You ever had that problem? Tony, I haven't, but I can tell you, if you get these in the right spot and it runs good, run a ring of super glue right around that, and they're not going to move anymore. That's something Scott told me. If they're tuned right, all you got to do is put some glue on that. That thing wrecks them. That's what I've heard. So that color's natural light. Probably going to add this one to my personal collection. These are so sensitive. Another good color in those that we sell quite a bit is Old Smoky. You're right, Taylor. They are very weedless. Great for cold. Yes, Jim, on a very slow retrieve, man. These are 6.5 inches. This color is really good. This is Old Smoky, a lot more translucent. Really love these shad colors. That's the STC Snapper Shed. I've added a bunch of new colors on Tackle Freaks too. I've got a huge stock, guys. We're not going to run out, so they're on there. Another good bait on the back of these Scroungers. And believe it or not, this is a really good one. This is the Strike King Caffeine Shed. That long whippy tail. Man, Chris and Pally put one of these on a Scrounger over at when we went fishing, and just it's awesome what these do on a Scrounger on a caffeine shad. I think it's better than a Jerky J. Very underrated bait on the Scroungers right here. Now I want to show you another bait that's actually a pre-rigged Scrounger bait. It's a little bit smaller. One I really like. This is called the Pulse Fish. It's made by a company called the Pulse Jig, and I'll get one out here. And so they basically, it comes with a little fluke on it, pre-rigged, and your little Scrounger head is already attached to the little minnow-like head. And it's pretty awesome. They don't come in real huge sizes, but I like this small light wire hook. You can use this shallow, you can watch it deep. Cody, no, I sure don't. Not at the moment. I can probably order some Hog Farmer ones in pretty quick. But this is the Pulse Fish, and it comes in lighter sizes like 1/4, 3/8, and I think 5/16. They're fixing to have a Pulse. I was told they're having a tournament on Lake Hartwell this year. The only bait you're going to be able to use is the Pulse Fish right here. So these are on TackleFreaks.com. Got a good stock of them. They'll even ship them for me. So the Pulse Fish, awesome company here. But I really like that. You know, if you don't like that trailer, you get 2 of these in a pack versus 1. So it's a pretty good deal. I really like these smaller sizes around brush piles, vertical bluffs, stuff like that, bridge pilings. Really like the small ones. I know the guys at Lanier, Hartwell, places where it's really clear, they definitely downsize on these. Thank you, Todd Baird. You're gonna have to come see me sometime. I'm getting a little. I've been wondering about you. I keep asking some guys, when's old Todd coming to see me? But I hear you're like the tire man, and that you're slinging tires more than I'm slinging baits. That's pretty awesome. Definitely, I had some good times with Todd. He used to take me to Fisherman's Headquarters, so good dude. All right, so that kind of covers scrounger heads. For the lighter stuff, I like using you know, spinning equipment, you know, like a 7-foot medium rod, maybe 10-pound test fluorocarbon or braided fluorocarbon. For the heavier stuff, Todd the Tire God, I like it. I like it. For the heavier stuff, you know, the big scrounger heads, I like using 17-pound fluorocarbon. You can't go up to 20, because by the time you add, you know, like a big mag fluke on there and that 1-ounce head, it gets pretty heavy. And I actually use a crankbait rod for these, because when you're reeling it and slow rolling it down there, a lot of times they'll just eat it real hard. And I like a crankbait rod, not a flimsy one. You know, something you'd throw a 6XD, 8XD, not a glass rod. I like that pretty well. Or just a standard 7.6 medium heavy is just really good for those big scroungers. So now let's talk about underspins. And I've got a bunch of underspins up in here for everybody. And if you don't know what an underspin is, I'm going to show you the original underspin, and it is this right here. This is the Swarming Hornet by Fish Head Spin. It was original. This is the Fish Head Spin right here. This is the original underspin. Would you throw it on grass or no? Lance, yeah. You can throw those scroungers around grass, absolutely. Guys, I'm not dipping. This is grinds. I have been dip free for almost a week now, and when I get to feel like I need a dip, I just get some grinds in here. These actually taste pretty good. So anyway, this is the original underspin Fish Head Spin. If you notice, you've got a hook, you've got a fish-like lead pull right here. Joey, I do agree with the Road Runner. This would be the first mass marketed underspin. You know, obviously Roadrunner had the crappie underspin for a long time and all that, but this one right here was probably the most famous to really come out. But you'll notice basic underspin, 90-degree tie, a hook in here. You've got your blade on a swivel. It's kind of like a swim bait. It's actually very similar to a swim bait head, except you got a blade underneath of it. But where this bait shines is in really, really cold water or for suspended bass. I actually filmed a video for the guys that own this company several years ago, and they showed me how this thing works at Lake Lanier on really suspended fish over the tops of trees. It's really, really good. So let's see here. I'm going to rig one up. This one's actually a 3/4 ounce. You can match the hatch. This is a Reaction Innovations skinny dipper. And it might be too small for this hook. This 3/4 one is, yeah, it's way too small. Let me get a bigger bait. I don't know if I have a bigger bait for that one. You can always use the old Strike King Rage Swimmer. Deep suspend spots on Lake Norman. Yep. Anywhere there's deep, clear water, this underspin shines really good out here in the TVA lakes in the spring. So these colors don't match, but just very simple, you know. Just run this down here and push it up. And that's just a basic underspin. That is a Strike King Rage Swimmer, to be honest with you. Man, I can't do sunflower seeds. They'll chew my gums up really bad. But these grinds are really nice. So there's your basic underspin. That's a Strike King Rage Swimmer, which is really, really popular. I'm going to show you some other different ones. You know, while I got the Strike King bait out, this is the Strike King Tura grade underspin. It is one thing I like about it. You'll notice this one has a really long shank hook on it, and it's a light wire. It's not super heavy duty, but it's a longer shank. Makes it really easy for rigging these up. But they don't come in many colors. So now I've got the Strike King Tura grade underspin on the Strike King Rage Swimmer. I actually like these hooks to come out where they're very even. There we go, like that right there. Makes it swim a whole lot better instead of bulked up like that. That's a very popular one. That color is Ghost Shad. One good thing about these style and like the Kitex is it doesn't take a lot of motion to really get them going. I'm sorry, Jason, I can't connect with you right now. I'm in the middle of a live video. So the Kitex style and the Rage Swimmers are some of the most popular on the underspin. And you just kind of have to go with what size forge you want to imitate. I mean, this is a 3.75. This is Pearl Pro Blue. That's a very popular one in the Kitex. Hey, what's up, Eric? Yeah, Shed Nasty works great too, Steve. I'll get to that here in a minute. Correct, Grace. Straighter your rig, the easier it swims. I can't stress that enough. Doing these live videos, I get in a hurry, and a lot of times I jack stuff up. But you want this thing to be really straight. So I got another new underspin. This is from Sixpence. This is the new Divine underspin. Kitex does not make the Rage Swimmer. Strike King makes the Rage Swimmer. Kitex does not have a patent on the fat swing impact either. The main difference is the ribs go a different way on the Strike King. Oh, dude, underspins are awesome in cold weather. Mark Henderson, bro, quit sending me a message in the middle of the video. You're killing my screen. You can comment on the live feed. Hey, Cannon, I might be getting a bird. I don't know. We'll see what's going on. Whatever they want to send me. They'd probably be better off to send me an aluminum boat, because it's been a while since I owned one. I'll be crashing stuff. Yeah, so these underspins are awesome in the springtime. This is the time you want to throw an underspin. So this is the Sixpence Divine underspin, and what you'll see right here, it's got a screw lock. Really like that screw lock. Travis, I don't think I'll have a new bird, man. I think I'm going to do something different. I only have a single cab truck, so I don't need a 21-foot boat. But you know what? If y'all buy enough stuff from ACS Marine and tell them I sent you, I think they will send me a new bird. So I'm going to show you how to rig this one up. This is the Kitex 3.8 Pro Blue Red Pearl. It's going to match this real pretty underspin here. And one thing about the Sixpence, it's got a great light wire. Great light wire. These are on TackleFreaks.com. I just put them up there. So basically the back, you always want facing the hook eye. That way when you go up, they match. So the back color face the hook eye. I'm just going to slide this guy down. Slide it on down here. Then once you get so far, this is how I do these screw locks. I just pull the tail, keep sliding it around this thing. Once you get this thing around here long enough. Never thrown a Cool Baits underspin. Probably need to. I think I'm good right here. So now I've got that Kitex 3.8 screwed up in here. Got a good looking head right there from Sixpence. I love the light wire hook. This one's 3/8. Someone's going to ask what's my setup. I actually used this with Matt Allen. I used like a 7-foot, it's actually using a 7'4" rod that was like a medium heavy, very moderate. It was a dowel rod. I like using at least a 7'2" medium heavy all the way up to 7'4" medium heavy. Got to have backbone. And I like some tips so you can really cast these way out here. These aren't super heavy deals. You don't need a big giant swim bait rod. You just need something 7.2, 7.3 medium heavy. It's got some backbone, but it's also got some tip. That's right, Chris. It was homemade. Chris Holtzclaw makes an awesome underspin. Matter of fact, I think I'm going to have to show you the most badass underspin I've ever seen. And they're going to be available at tacklefreaks.com very soon. They're definitely not as eye-pleasing as these Sixpence Divine underspins, which are sweet. And Casey and guys did an awesome job on these as well. They'll be on they're on tacklefreaks.com right now. The blade, no, the blade doesn't mess with the tail action, Kimber. It's actually they're not counter initiative. The blade's just down there really to give a flash, but the slower you can reel these things is awesome. One thing I like to do that Matt Allen showed me, so I'll reel this underspin really slow, and then I might burn it and just let it fall all the way, and then start back slow, and then burn it, and just change up your retrieve until you find out what they want. When I was with Matt, I hope he uploads the footage. So I had a fish. I was reeling, and I'd burn and stop. It knocked enough slack out of my line. It literally went like a bow when you shoot a bow. Matt was like, that may be the best underspin bite I've ever seen. A big bait underspin for 8 to 10 inch baits. I got one for you. I'll show you here in just a second. Never heard of cycle baits, but so this is currently my favorite underspin, and this is what you guys saw on my personal Facebook page not long ago. I can't tell you who makes these, but they are on here watching. This is kind of like the revenge style. I'll probably have these on the website next week. I've got a bunch ordered. One thing I love about this, it's got a light wire hook. It's not too heavy. It's personal. It's personally really good. And I'm going to show you all the bait, man. These Scottsboro 4-inch swim baits are probably my favorite underspin bait right now. They swim really good. And this color right here, this is the one that catches janks on Lake X. It catches them on Kentucky Lake as well. This color is Old Smoky. So I'll take this little swim bait head right here. This is how I rig it. And when these are on the website, they'll be called the Tackle Freaks Underspin, just to let y'all know. Very simple, straightforward. Just push her up there. And the good thing about these underspins, you really don't have to have glue. These don't have to be exact perfect. I'm pretty OCD. I want to make sure everything's straight, but that right there catches janks. Does owner make a huge underspin, 8/0, 10/0, and 12/0? I've got these big owner flashy hooks, Todd. I consider those an underspin as well, even though they're really a swim bait hook. That right there, that will catch them. Yes, the swim bait is on the site. Blake, it's under the STC swim baits. Todd, yes, I did showcase the pulse jig. The pulse jig has been shown on here. STC swim bait, Scottsboro Tackle Company. This is 4-inch Old Smoky. Another color I like to use is this right here. This is Viper Shad. This is Viper Shad right here. Another really good shad looking pattern. Lake X, is that Cypress RV Park? No, it's not, John. But I would like to go fish there. That's Viper Shad. Craig, how I fish and underspin. I throw it out there and I reel it in. And the key to it, though, is throwing baits like this. If you can find the fish on your graph, you've got to count down. So, like when I'm fishing with Matt, he said, give it a 7 count and then start retrieving. So that's where he noticed the fish were suspended. He'd count down to 7. You basically got to throw this out and then make a countdown till you know when it hits the bottom. And you can retrieve it, say, it's a 12 count and your bait hits the bottom. and you see those fish on your graph are 4 foot off the bottom, you probably want to count to 10 and then start retrieving. Really, really good. Christian, these are the Scottsboro Tackle Company STC swim baits. And man, that's fishing underspins can be very, very rewarding. Really good for suspended fish, but you know, I've caught a lot of fish just fishing these right on the bottom. Scott, personally, I use straight 17-pound fluorocarbon on these right here. You can use the braid to fluorocarbon leader method, which is really good as well. I'm going to show you guys some other underspin baits as well while we're on here. I'm going to put this one bait back. Got so much going on. I like 17-pound Sunline Assassin. That's kind of my favorite deal. Oh, this is a really good color as well, guys. This is I just got more of these in. This is the 4-inch lavender shad. It's got a little bit of purple hue in it. This thing right here is sick. You better get some of these. Use my code Baitman one night tonight only and get you 10% off your order. I'll get your stuff shipped out tomorrow. This is another really, really popular bait. It's really good on an underspin as well. We all know this is the Bass Tricks, and this is a 5-inch. TJ, giveaway will be after the show. I'm going to give away a big swim bait pack. I've also got to do our drawing from last week. Come on, Craig. I'll even let you sell golf clubs up here. This is the 5-inch Bass Tricks, which is probably one of the best underspin swim baits. And you know, let me find a you know, we'll just use the one I was using. This, I love the revenge style head. You slide her up there. Oh man, that sucker right there is ready to catch them. Really love the light wire hook on these. I'll probably come out a little bit too early. Usually if you come out too early on these, they'll come up, but that's about right. That color is called Blue Gizzard. Those will be on the website. That's a good question, Matt. I do not have my superhero outfit. Guys, there is a Baitman imposter on Facebook. So there's a guy doing live videos, and he's calling himself the Baitman, and now he has a website called thebaitmansbaits.com, and I'm not sure about that. True bass are good swim baits, James. They're actually made from an used to be a company called Hippo, and so the True Bass is a play off the old Hippo Reaction Strike swim bait, and they're definitely a good bait. Did somebody say swim baits? I need to throw some more of those. Stepping up the fishing game 100. That's right. I love swim baits. But yeah, James, the True Bass are pretty good swim baits. I need to carry those. Man, I'm running out of room. If y'all only knew how little room I had left, if I start carrying more stuff, I'm going to be over in the boat department here next month. What's up, Boom Barton from Higdon? So that's a good bait. I'm going to show you something really, really cool too. This is like a half A-rig, half underspin. This is from Hog Farmer. This is the T-spin. I'll have these on the website tomorrow. Check this thing out. So, this is like an underspin. A-rig had a baby. Berkeley Cutter is a really good jerk bait. Dustin, you know what's up. You've been in here. That's a good one, Strickland. I like that out of the box thinking. Yeah, we're going to, Chris. I forgot that. So this is the T-spin, and this is a really cool bait. This is the Excite Shad Nasty. These are actually really good on A-rig too. But just showing you here. You got my back to it. We're going to make a Shad Nasty T-spin. Check out that. How awesome is that right there? So what I like this for is for probing those really deep spots. Fishing this in the same place you would an Alabama rig, but you've only got one hook. This thing is lethal, and you can fish this thing right here on the ledges in the summer, but very lethal in the spring. that shad nasty looks really good, really good. So I'm gonna show you a couple more baits as well that I like on these underspins. Put this one back. The Strike King Shadowless is really good. Now I will tell you that these right here, those excites are like 3.5 inches. What's up, Mike Kaufman? The size on the T-spins, I've got them all the way up to like 3/4 ounce. They'll be on the website tomorrow. I got a lot of stuff to do on the website tomorrow. It's gonna be crazy. That's all right, Mike. That's all right, Mike. I got your magic rod and reel in here. That's right, Eric. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. So this is the Strike King. You've probably seen this is the Tour Grade belly blade, and technically I call this an underspin. This is the Jackal Rhythm Wave. I need to get these on the website. I hope y'all don't think I just play around all day and forget the website. I work all day getting the orders up and other stuff. So I like stuff like this. You can screw this little centering pin in. The Rhythm Wave is an awesome bait as well. And you can use these and basically have a weedless underspin. Just gotta center this thing up. There you go. There's the Strike King belly blade there. It's on that Jackal Rhythm Wave. I kind of gotta know where you're going in and out there. Oh yeah, there we go. Now I pinched this kind of to make it weedless, but you can fish that around little boat docks and all kinds of things. Who makes the T-spin? Hog Farmer does. That's right, Harold. That's right. That's right. Harold, you also tell Val I said hello. She is really nice. So this right there, that is the Strike King belly blade on a Jackal Rhythm Wave. Dude, this thing swims awesome. It's a little bit thinner than the Kitech, but it's still got that awesome tail wagging action. Now, if you want to go big dog, if you want to be a big dog and throw some big baits, like a 6-inch or 7-inch swim bait, technically this is an underspin as well, and that is the Owner Beast Flashy Swimmer. So this is actually an 8/0 beast hook, and you got the Flashy Swimmer below it. If you'll get on my page and you'll watch the video of me fishing out of the Jackson kayak. This right here was the hook I was using with the 6-inch bass tricks. I still consider that an underspin, even though it's technically a swim bait beast hook. But they come, you can get these all the way up to 12/0. And that's about all I got for you guys. That's some baits and hooks and stuff for underspins. Make sure you go over there and like ACS Marine and all that stuff for me. Trying to think of any. Oh, I got a huge announcement. I like the Easy Shiner. I like it on the back of a chatterbait. I like the Easy Shiner on the back of a swim jig really well. What's up, Zach? Mount Juliet, Tennessee. Go Vols. I've lost my Tackle Freaks hat, but I got a huge announcement. I got to make it right now. Next Thursday night, my buddy is coming back on the show. Brent Anderson will be right here on the Baitman Show. And me and Brent are going to talk about Kentucky lake fishing, and Brent's going to show off his spinner bait, and I'll have the Elvis for sale. Craig, here's the babe. Be able to pre-order at 9 o'clock. I've never ran an underspin on a BB kicker, Richard. Hog Farmer is awesome. So, no, we're not having a jig show next week, Aaron Strickland. We're gonna talk about lipless crankbaits and spring fishing. Brent Anderson, my buddy, is going to be on here. I've got a lot of Brent's tackle we're going to sell. He makes some awesome swim bait heads. And Blaze, that is Baitman. Always Baitman. I'm really excited to get Brent on here. He's got probably one of the most awesome spinnerbaits you'll ever see. It's called Elvis, and it catches freaking janks. He's even got underwater footage of this, but I'm really excited to get Brent back on here. He's going to come on about every 2 months, at least one part of the season. That's right, Dustin, the Elvis. And Brent's going to give you a little update. We're going to talk about Kentucky Lake, tour fishing in general. And I actually think we're going to get Brent to bring his rods in here. Yes, James, I did a Ned rig. It's on past videos. I ought to upload that one to Facebook. Scott, I'm game. Just let me know, man. I'll come up there anytime you want to. I can talk to Brent as well. Can I get that new red and white trap? Yeah, you call it Rainbow Red. It'll be on the website tomorrow. So, guys, I'm going to go run to my computer, and I got to do a live giveaway. So, I want you to do me a favor. Go like ACS Marine's webpage. Like them on Instagram. Share this video with your friends. Next week, Brent Anderson Fishing is going to be on here. I'll upload this to YouTube tonight. And I hope you guys get on the website, pick you up some of these underspins. A lot of stuff will be on there tomorrow. Make sure you keep following us. And guys, I appreciate the love. I love this every week. This is my favorite thing to do, is do this show here. And I hope you guys catch fish. And when you catch fish using anything from Tackle Freaks, please upload it. Tag me, tag Tackle Freaks. I love seeing, there's no better feeling than showing someone how to do something and they catch a jank. I mean, that's awesome. I'll be doing a lot more YouTube stuff this year as well. I've got several videos I'm going to shoot this weekend, so make sure you support me and support this page. That way I can bring you all these giveaways. Go to Angler Hub like them. I'm going to get off here. I got some more work to do. There'll be another live video coming after this. That's a drawing for last week's, and then I'm going to put a giveaway up first thing in the morning. Thanks again, guys. I love you all. Log on to TackleFreaks.com. Use that code Baitman to get any of this stuff.